Hi, I'm Bill McLoughlin, Editor-in-Chief of Furniture Today. Welcome to this week's edition of Frontline Friday, our bedding conference edition. I'm here at Bonita Springs, Hyatt Regency, and we are at our bedding conference, which this year is focusing on who moved my paradigm, trying to succeed in a disrupted industry. And two of the big disruptions that are taking place this year, one of which we've heard significant talk about in the morning, is the bed-in-a-box or direct selling shift. A couple of years ago, when people talked about bed-in-a-box, the real question was, is that a real thing? Is that going to stay around? Or will people really buy a mattress out of a box without trying it? Well, the answer is absolutely. And now the question that we're going to look at a little bit more as the conference goes on is just how high is that segment going to go, and how long will it be before that wave finally crests? It's pretty clear at this point that bed-in-a-box is here to stay, and what we've heard this morning is that retailers are looking for ways to compete effectively in that business, looking to be more digital in their businesses, and looking to compete more effectively and utilize their stores in concert with their websites to create a more unified experience. The other issue that we're hoping to hear something about this afternoon in the producers panel is the impact of Chinese imports on the bedding business. You know, furniture industry people are familiar with that. They dealt with that earlier in 2005 and 2006 when the impact of Chinese imports really made a big impact in the furniture industry and fundamentally turned that industry on its head. For the last several years, the bedding business has been somewhat insulated from that, and domestic manufacturing has remained really very important and still dominant in the business. But as we will see with some, and you'll see with some of our coverage from the bedding conference, that segment of the business is growing very, very rapidly, and it remains to be seen what impact it ultimately will have on bedding players. One of the interesting things that we're going to watch as we look at that is the bedding business, unlike the furniture business, is much more heavily branded. And so the real question that I'm curious, and if I knew the answer, I probably would be running a company, not standing here talking about it. But one of the real questions that we want to follow over the next couple of years is, what impact does an industry that has strong, established brands have, and what is the impact of those brands in keeping out lower priced imports? Will consumers pay more for trusted brands? Do brands have the ability to differentiate and insulate manufacturers from low price competition? That's going to be something that will be very interesting to watch. And if you'd like to weigh in on that, I'd very much like to hear your opinion. Is the bedding business more immune from the impact of low-cost Asian imports than the furniture industry has? What are some of the key issues that could affect that paradigm? So till next week, I'm Bill McLoughlin with Furniture Today, wishing you good business.